I got a little bit carried away, and I've gone further in the league than I planned. But the good thing is we're still unbeaten. Welcome back. Club 4, Episode 5 of The Wonderful Doleboy. I wasn't a perfect record from the first 3 games, and since then I've drawn the following 3. So that wasn't ideal. We have got a few new faces to introduce, and also I've got to ask if you can like and subscribe, show your support on the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're enjoying what we're doing, then it's the least you could do. It just is. I'll cover the few outs first. We had sold Eze that we're aware of, and then from there we lost Ruiz, Callan, Cotte and Kernings, all on free transfers. And the only player going for money was Dean Huberts. He went over to NAC for 90 grand. We then saw Octavian Valciano come into us, a goalkeeper. He was the one that was pre-arranged before we joined. He's not too bad, he's came in pretty strong, but I wanted to bring in my own goalkeeper. Along with him, from AZ, we brought in Iman Griffith, who is a winger who can play centre attacking mid. We know all of these green dots. We don't have in our team, but you can do centre mid relatively effectively. And if for some reason it's not working, we've got plenty of players in the team that can jump out onto the wings. Another player like that, and you might have just noticed from the home screen, is Cyril Okono. The name might ring a bell for you. It's because he played against us for Sparta Rotterdam, who we lost to in the previous episodes and find ourselves in this division again. It's fine, we got over it. He's played 6 games for us at the moment, scored 7 goals, so he's doing pretty good. We've got him, or we had him as a target forward. I'm kind of tempted to push him back to a deep line forward because he kind of have dropped off a bit recently, but still playing about a bit with the tactic. And also coming in on the same day was Rodolfo Hall. He is one that we had arranged before, but we did it all on ourselves. He's coming in for 3.4 grand a week, so that's quite high. But his value and his technique, it's not what I meant. His value, his attributes, and his summary will show you he's a pretty good player. So he's already a player of the standard for our division, and he could improve significantly. It said significantly before, now apparently it's only slightly, but it's close enough. He's already played 23 games for Costa Rica, and he's going to slip into that kind of holding mid role that we've been using. The new goalkeeper I was talking about, I brought in Thiemann Niehuis, might be the name, I'm not 100% sure. He's came in on a free, as everyone else has, 6'5", looks pretty strong. He's came in from Utrecht, he's only played 4 games over the past 2 seasons, and prior to that he had a loan season out with Maastricht. He's hopefully will do a good job for us, but either way he came in on a free and he's currently worth between 275 and 650, so we'll probably be able to make a little bit of money on him. And I picked up 2 loanees, one of them being Adnan Ugur for 1.4 grand a week. Not 100% sure why I brought him in, to be quite honest. I thought he was going to be better than he was. I've already been threatened by them to take him back, which I don't think I'll be too far off, because it will give us those little bit of wage back. And finally, we picked up Frankie Sturks, I think his name is. He's worth between 14 and 18 million. That is a vast amount of money. He wants to be a pressing forward, possibly a target forward, maybe an advanced forward, so he can play both of those 2 roles up front as well. I think he'll do a good job for us. We are paying him 1.8 grand a week, but it's not the most that we pay in, and he should be quite useful. He's played for us twice already, both times off the bench, neither of which he managed to get a goal. So far, we've played TOP Os to start the season. We beat them 2-0. Followed that up with a 3-0 win against VVV Venlo. Young PSV 3-1. After that, there was quite a tricky game against Heracles. And then kind of just the second half, just nothing happened. Followed that up with a 2-2 against Roda, in which they scored 2 relatively late goals to pull the game back for them. And most recently we've played Almere, and it finished 0-0. And just as an update as to where we stand against the rest of the teams, we are now second of the teams who can get promoted. So it's good signs for us in that regard. We've now moved to be stronger than Almere, and we are quite a bit off Heracles. We do see 2 players in the team of the season, or Dream 11, as I always forget to call it, in Van Buren and now Owusu. Van Buren isn't the best friend of me at the moment. I've kind of told him that he's not going anywhere. I just don't want to sell him. He's got a release clause on his contract of 2.8 million. I've told him that I'm not selling him, and I says that I'm not going to sell him for anything less than 5. I believe he agreed with that, if I remember rightly, but he does want to leave. So that might be happening soon. I'm hoping to get him over that over the next few weeks and give him a contract. I've made a little tiny change for the tactic on this game. I'm going to see how it works. We have Nihuis in goal, Seedorf, Avadongo, Van Buren and Lelyveld across the back 4. Hall and Class as our holding mids. I've shuffled the centre attacking mid back. Well, no, the centre mid who was attacking, so to say, back as a Segundo Volante. And we've moved both the Mazzalas now to play central and attacking. They are going to be Hay and Kishner, so we'll see how they get on. And along with that, we have Okono and Owusu as the strikers. I've gone with the assumption that that wasn't working, because I'm just about 30 minutes into this game, and roughly nothing has happened. I was just going to encourage the boys, and we've got a highlight. Hall plays it short to Hay, to Class, Seedorf on the right-ish. He runs himself out to the wing, cuts back to Class. Is he going to pop the ball in for us? No? Are you going to put the ball in, Seedorf? Okay. Okono on the back post. He gets the goal. He's 8th of the season. He's not too far off what Owusu got for the whole of last term. I think he got 12, if I remember rightly. I could quite easily just go back and watch, but that's far too much work. Good ball in from Seedorf. Okono gets away from his man, and the header is decent. It's good. Does the job. 1-0. 38 minutes. Bas has the ball for Telstar. Back to Suva. Back to Bas. Hopefully this is us catching them in possession and scoring another goal. But it's been launched forward by their goalie. Van Buren just hasn't attempted to get the ball, and he's lobbed our goalie. Splendid. 1-1. Van Buren's supposed to be our best centre-back. What's he doing? What's that? Didn't even jump. Goalie? New goalie? Oh, good work. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty annoyed about that. We were top of the league. We are no longer top of the league. I'm going to shout at him, because that was unacceptable. Get back out for the second half. We've just passed the hour mark. I dropped our mentality back to balanced, and I've shouted at him once more. Owusu roughly has done, as we said, nothing in this. So we're going to bring on Sturks. Frankie's coming on. Along with that, we're going to bring on Hay, who can be replaced by Danda, because we know what he does. He does good stuff. And I'll leave the third sub, but I'll probably bring on one of the Mazzalas to replace Class soon, as he's booked. We're now down to 10 minutes left, and nothing further's happened. So, Class, you come off for... We'll bring Griffith on, because we haven't given him a chance to do anything yet. Right back's looking pretty tired, but there's not much I can do about that. The only thing I'm going to do is push us back up to positive. Possessionally, I might start or stop working the ball into the box. It's still whip crosses. I'm sure I changed that. We'll put them back to mixed. Confirm the changes. Get back in. We have a highlight just shortly before the 90 minutes finishes. Lucassen has the ball out wide for Telstar. They've got a man on the edge who kicks it all the way back into his own half for some reason. Van Wetten plays it out to Lucassen on the right again. Oh, and Lelyveld's gone and kicked him. Good work, lad. Looks like we're playing the first or the last few minutes. A man down. Why? Why would you do that? What did you gain from kicking that player? Nothing. Nothing at all. So I've had to shuffle Seedorf over to left back because we've just made our third sub. Van Buren's gone out at right back, and I've dropped Hall back into just being a centre mid. The only thing I'm going to do as well is move Danda to now being a defensive deep line playmaker. That does see the game brought to a completion, and also our 4th straight draw. The stats did pick up at least, so I know we need to keep on with our 4-3-3. Maybe look at Lelyveld, 83 and 90. What? Just why? You're an idiot. Idiot. I need to look at a few little tweaks on the tactics. Maybe if there's anything that I can do just to smooth out the kinks a bit. I have just used it in my Barcelona episode, which came out yesterday. Just go and have a look at what I did to Atletico Madrid. It's disgraceful. We'll be back. I'm going to say that first round of the Cup, unless it's against some team that I've never heard of, then I might come back for the following one, providing we beat them. If not, we'll be just back kind of in November sometime. I hope you've enjoyed how that episode went. It could have gone better, but we haven't seen a little red dot on our calendar yet, so that's the main thing. I do hope you'll be back for the following episode, and if you're looking for more of my content, click on screen now, there'll be a few extra videos for you. Thank you very much for your time.